CIG just changed the starter ship landscape forever. For the first time in Star Citizen history, you can buy your first in-game ship in your first hour of gameplay, entirely through cargo hauling, using the brand new Drake Interplanetary Golem OX. In this video we are running an optimized version of the 500k cargo loop that I have been showing on my previous video. Link will be provided in the top card, but with upgrades that will make it even faster. Let's dive in. With the introduction of the new wave of profession-dedicated starter ships, like the RSI Salvation for salvaging, the original Drake Golem for mining, and now the Golem OX for cargo, CIG has finally embracing the fact that not every player wants to start as a generalist. Some want to go whole from day one, and that's perfectly fine. The Golem OX is a part of the Drake's new design philosophy: small, focused, brutally efficient. No interior holes, no role confusion, just 64 SCU of raw cargo moving power built into a frame barely larger than a cutter. Let's get this out of the way. The Golem OX is the best starter ship for cargo gameplay in Star Citizen 4.4. Period. And that's not by a small margin. It solves two of the biggest problems: slow loading and wasted time moving through the ship interiors. With the Golem OX, you drop the ramp, load and go. To test the Drake's claim on the 64 SU capacity, I flew to the Orison TDD to buy 32 SU crates and several 16 SU crates, only to find that shop only had up to 8 and that I didn't have any cash to do so. So yeah. And in true Star Citizen fashion, the elevator almost killed me before even I got to the ship. Even with up to 8 SU boxes, the OX handled the loading beautifully. The cargo grid spacing is generous and easy enough to work with, miles ahead of ships like Origin GrunfWorks 315P. That thing is squeezed tighter than the nun's ass. You'll feel the difference immediately. Now let's talk money. We are running the famous Bikini Point Area 18 return loop as I have outlined in my previous video, but with a couple of optimizations that turn it into a starter money printer. In the original video we have been using the Argo raft, and that one has been carrying a lot of SU and it was bulky. It is a big ship to carry, but in this case, where a cutter or nomad might need 35 minutes or even the Argo raft, the OX Golem completes this in 20 minutes. So the Golem OX cuts the time loop in half, because it has no interior running, faster takeoffs, faster ramp access and quicker loading and unloading. Now the tip number 2 is use Bikini's external cargo elevators. That's the innovation that we are putting and which Drake Golem OX is perfect for. Most players would go and ask for landing permission, go to the Bikini Point, wait for the ATC to give them the clearance, which if it's crowded you can actually be waiting up to 5-6 minutes easily when it's a crowded day. Well, the external cargo elevators just let you bypass the air traffic control entirely and even the landing sequence, saving 4 to 5 minutes per loop. And then when it comes to the tip 3, always fly loaded both ways. Grab multi-haul missions that send you from Bikini to Area 18 and then back to Bikini. And there are, I think, a total of 6 contracts paying 50,000 each. That can be stacked in a single cargo hold because it is still below 64 SCU, and that's how you hit the 300k in 20 minutes. So let's prove the headline. Can the brand new player buy their first in-game shop in under 1 hour using the Drake Golem OX? Well, with the Golem OX efficiency plus external elevators, smart contract stacking, our first loop landed around 150 to 180,000 AUEC, and the second loop pushed the total earnings around 3 to 350k. Now that's enough to buy your first Star Citizen from scratch in-game in under 1 hour. So in 1 hour, that means you can make roughly around 900,000, maybe up to 1 million. If you're using like ATLS for loading, it might be accelerated even further. And to show you that, let's just quickly repeat the well-known 500k per hour loop, but with the OX. Same contracts, same stations, but dramatically faster. So the OX cuts the original loop time from 12 minutes to 7 minutes, meaning that an optimized player can really push roughly between 600k to maybe even 900k AUEC per hour in a starter ship. That's genuinely one of the strongest cargo starts you can have in Star Citizen today. So, is the Drake Golem OX the best starter ship in Star Citizen 4.4 for cargo hauling? For me, absolutely, yes. It's focused, it's fast, it's efficient, and it lets new players reach their first real ship in record time. Now, if you have enjoyed this guide, hit subscribe, check out my playlist of hauling videos and Star Citizen, and tell me what ship would you like me to check out next. Fly safe and stack these contracts.